So it's been a terrific year for Indicator. I've picked up the majority of their titles, watched pretty much all of them. I've kept this a little bit later because I wanted to get through December's bundle before I made this video. And I'm glad I did, because 2 titles made it into my top 10 Indicator releases of the year. Whew. Let's just jump into it. Number 10, which is Devil in a Blue Dress. I love noir movies. I love private eye movies. I love stuff set in the 40s. This ticked everything. Wonderful performance by Denzel Washington. Great mystery at the heart of it. Transfer looks amazing. The extras are fun. Even the sort of Don Cheadle test footage of him trying out for the role is incredible. The movie's just incredibly fun and ticks all of the boxes of things that I really did like, as did number 9, which was Endless Night. Now, this Agatha Christie penned tale was something that I'd never really heard of before, and I just loved it. The performances, the idea of the story, the sort of lean towards the supernatural, the big twists at the end of how everything has came about. Some of the performances are just downright amazing, and this was just a really fun, really engaging, exciting thriller. The first of many box sets on my list, because the Indicator box sets are just stunning, is number 8, which is The Hammer Volume 5 set. Now this has Visa to Canton, Pirates of Blood River, The Scarlet Blade and The Brigand of Kandahar. I was really surprised with this one because I wasn't expecting much of this set. You know, we've had a lot of good releases so far, and these are pretty much average movies. They're never exceptional, but they're really fun at what they do, and the fact they're tackling all these sort of different places and different cultures as well is great. My favourite was Visa to Canton, or Passport to China as it's called. They were just pleasing, fun, entertaining movies that I had a lot of good times with, even though the movies aren't amazing. They're just really good. But on to an amazing release, number 7 on my list. Really kind of caught me off guard as well, was Sweet Charity. I utterly loved Shirley MacLaine in this movie. I thought the songs were amazing. Bob Fosse, as we know, his directorial debut. It was great. It was always going to be great. I loved the character. Even the bittersweet ending fitted the movie perfectly to a T. And it was just a movie that left me with a huge smile on my face. So happy to check this one out. I loved it. And it's not usual my go-to kind of movie, but man, did I love this one. Number 6 on my list is Night Tide. Now, this limited edition set, which sold out pretty quickly, was a great release. Now, not only do you get the wonderful movie itself, you get a second disc of shorts, which were really terrific as well. Curtis Harrington's short films, which were varying in length and quality, but they were interesting to watch. But this movie was such an oddity that I just loved it. The idea of this sailor who's on shore leave, who falls in love with someone that portrays a mermaid in a pierside attraction, but could possibly be an actual mermaid. It's just so weird and wacky. The way it was filmed, the constant changing of tones from funny to serious to horrific was just wonderful. This 90-minute movie just captured my imagination, and I didn't know where it was going to go, which was really wonderful. Now into the top 5, and number 5 is the John Ford set, which includes The Whole Town's Talking, Gideon's Day, The Long Grey Line and The Last Hurrah. Now, if this set had nothing but just the Long Grey Line, it would have been at number 5. That movie was utterly wonderful. All the films are good. The Long Grey Line is a goddamn masterpiece, in my opinion. A feel-good movie, a movie that lures you into the life and times of one character who you follow from his adulthood right through to his old age. Is just mesmerising. Beautifully shot, wonderfully told, terrific performances, it changes really well because it feels almost kind of slapstick comedy at the start and then moves into a more drama-like later on, but still has comedic moments, and it's just so wonderfully staged and executed. The rest of the films on this set are really good as well, highly recommended, but wow, did I just fall in love with The Long Grey Line. Number 4 on my list is a movie that I've seen lots, I really enjoy. It's a personal pick, as all of these are, but it is The Beast Must Die. I said it in my review, it's just such a comforting movie. You know, Calvin Lockhart, you've got Peter Cushing, you've got a host of other character actors, you've got the wolf break to try and decipher who this is. I love mystery movies. I love horror movies. This treats it very much like a mystery with horror added into it. The culprit will be a werewolf. That's just a fact that everybody's got to deal with. It even has that final scene as everybody is sat down and as the investigator goes through all the possibilities before unveiling who the wolf actually is. Such a good and underrated movie, in my opinion. Number 3 was another December release, and that was Richard Franklin's Roadgames. This was an absolute joy of a movie. I've often seen the poster, had never seen the movie, assumed it was going to be a slasher of some sorts, and it turns out to be a mix of Duel and Rear Window. And it's great, and it's so captivating, the character that Stacey Keach plays. Even when it's just him and his dingo driving around the road as they are talking, as he's making up stories of who the people in the cars are, as he's just entertaining himself. It's just so endearing and fun and just wonderful. And then you throw in this mystery and the suspense that comes with it. It's great. And when you get Hitch, who joins Jamie Lee Curtis' character, and they just, both of them buy into this mystery and think they have the solution. It's just great. I think it's an underrated movie from what I've read, and I think this is a terrific package that really highlights an amazing movie. Number 2 on my list is the Fu Manchu set. Now, if you've been watching the channel, I did reviews in all 5 of these movies. They are comfort watches, things that I used to watch with my father, so they have that nostalgic feeling to them. The treatment's great. I love the evolution of the series, how they go from almost aping James Bond movies, similar kind of style and idea, and then moves into a more exploitation kind of finale at this one, which is just really such a strange arc. Yet the movies are great, the extras are wonderful. There's a whole new movie on the 3rd disc, which I can't remember the title off the hand. It has a couple of 30-minute black and white silent shorts of Fu Manchu with this wonderful new accompaniment of music that's just so different but so fitting for what you're watching. Fu Manchu is not for everybody, but because it's for me, it's so high up my list. Number 1 on my list for this year was the Columbia Noir number 1 box set. Man, this thing was such a joy from start to finish. All the movies are good. 5 of them are excellent, which is a great hit rate. I loved the extras on these as well. The inclusion of the Three Stooges shorts on every disc was unnecessary but incredibly fun, and something I looked forward to checking out. Some of the other bonus material is just downright amazing. There's the Man on the Bus 30-minute short, which was really enjoyable, and then there is the sort of war propaganda video, which has some utterly unbelievable footage of planes and ships that has to really be seen to be believed. I think it's been a great year for Indicator. I've got so many new titles, things I'd never heard of that I utterly adore, and it's all thanks to this company, and I can't wait to see what's coming out next year. I know already there's a couple of Charles Bronson's that I'm excited about. There's the Columbia Noir number 2 box set, which I'm eager to get my hands on, and Sam Raimi's Crime Wave. Not a great movie, but I'm still eager to get my hands on that disc. What was your favourite Powerhouse indicator release this year? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.